Hana-Rawhiti Maipi-Clarke.
Tēnā rā koe e te pika. I gotta say, this is one of the most complex, technical and contentious bills, potentially just as contentious as the Treaty Principles Bill. Why? This bill may not be about a treaty between two peoples, but a treaty between humankind and all living things, the environment, animals and foods. This is a kaupapa that I'm very passionate about. Before this political life, I was living the dream. I was a full-time gardener and a project manager where we created the first ever Māori organic community kai garden in partnership with the Ministry of Primary Industries. We turned a once huge corn maze that honestly just gave us hay fever into a Māori supermarket with lush, abundant, good, nutritious food for the local communities in my electorate. This is where I was introduced to the concept of what GE and GMO is and the whakapapa of our kai. So what is gene technology, to break it down for all the rangatahi watching right now? It is the science of changing or controlling the genes inside living things, like plants, animals, or even bacteria, to make them do things we want. Genes are like the instructions that tell living things how to grow, look, and work. With gene technology, scientists can add, remove, or change these instructions to improve health, make better crops, or even create new medicines. It's like editing a recipe to make it better, different, or potentially even worse. I myself have personally been a GE and GMO-free advocate. So what are the pros and cons? Pros: improved crops. 2, disease treatment, better nutrition, medical advancements. Cons: environmental risks, health concerns, ethical issues, and cost and control. In my eyes, GE in the right hand is great, but GE in the wrong hands is terrible. Aotearoa's New Zealand current status on genetically modified organisms, otherwise known as GMOs, is that no fresh produce or meat is genetically modified and no GMOs are grown commercially. However, some processed foods may contain approved GMO ingredients that have been imported. This bill is taking the lead from Australia and acknowledges that we need to bring our legislation up to par with the international frameworks. We don't oppose the research and rangahau that can create massive benefits for humankind. As Māori gardeners, me, Rawiri, Debbie and Maria Mino have various seeds that protect handed down from our ancestors all the way from Hawaii, which we still plant in our backyards today. This speaks volume to the way in which we protect our Māori intangible and tangible resources and taonga. I could have gone longer, but